What is going on, everybody? It's Q Bear QBZ, and I want to bring you a quick video on Destiny just to have a discussion about the weapons update, the nerfing, and all that stuff that is planned with the Weapon Tuning 2.0 from Bungie. Now, this one seems to be a little bit of a hot topic. I can understand what Bungie's goals are, and I can understand why players have a problem with them changing the current status quo. The one problem I have with Destiny at this moment is the balancing for auto rifles, scout rifles, and hand cannons. I can understand why Bungie would want to change the method for which hand cannons are used primarily right now. The way that hand cannons are used right now, they're column views like scout rifles. When you shoot from a distance, like way across the map, you can hit somebody with the thorn and take them out in 3 shots. If you really think about it, should you really be having a hand cannon pistol? You gotta remember, a hand cannon is basically a pistol, a handgun, to be able to have a better shot at taking out an enemy, longer range than a scout rifle, even a pulse rifle. And I find that completely bonkers that you can be in the middle of a match, you can be on the other side of the map, and you're taking down my 3 shots from a hand cannon, but if you tried the same thing with a scout rifle, it would take you 5-6 shots. And I like how they're going to change the hand cannon to close to medium range. This will put it more in line to decide whether you want to be a shotgun thorner kind of thing going. And I think that it's a real problem to have hand cannons be as powerful as they are. And because of their powerfulness, a lot of other weapons are basically not used. In every match pretty much that I play, people run around with hand cannons, and I was forced to run around with a hand cannon as well. But I would prefer to use a scout rifle or even a pulse rifle. But just to be competitive with certain groups of people, you need to use hand cannons. Also, I really like that what they're going to do with the auto rifles. Hopefully it comes out great. Auto rifles are completely non-existent in PvP. I think that's a real problem to especially balance. There's no incentive to use auto rifle. If you use an auto rifle, you're gonna get thrashed. It doesn't matter how good you are. You better use a shotgun or rockets if you're gonna run with an auto rifle as a primary. They don't even take shields down that well. The base damage is weak. Even in PvE right now, auto rifles still aren't that effective. They definitely need to be buffed, and I think they have the right idea with that. Now, for even scout rifles and pulse rifles, I think they need to have a better chance at long range, kind of a mid-range to long-range weapon, especially for the scout rifles. So it will force players to use the shotgun better, and I think that might be the main goal. Then Bungie said they want to make it to where the scout rifle is in between the hand cannon kind of deltoid, so it's a primary choice for medium to long range. Let me see what else. Also, I believe that these changes are necessary. If you think about it, when the new weapons come out for the Taken King, if everything is powerful as it is already, where do you go in terms of powerfulness? Will the thorn be the thorn for 10 years? It doesn't really make that much sense to have the current weapons that you have right now just as effective as the new ones that's going to be coming through in terms of like exotics and legendaries, just because it won't provide any real progression to the game. You won't feel like the game is actually improving. It'd be kind of like if Borderlands had the same exact guns in Borderlands 2 as they did in Borderlands 1, but they were just as powerful. And you wouldn't feel like there would be that improvement, and you also wouldn't have the desire to go out and get those guns. If you look at the new hand cannon, say it's called the Bangledorf, you're like, the Bangledorf is like really weak, or it's exactly the same as my Thorn in terms of effectiveness and in being used. Why would I want to go get it? And basically, that kind of defeats the whole purpose of Destiny. You want to go get the loot in Destiny, and when you don't want to get the loot and you don't want to make those progressions, you effectively pull yourself away from Destiny, and you basically take the heart out of the game, because we know like hell it's not the story. You do not play Destiny for the story. You play it for the accomplishments, you play it for the loot, and you play it for the gear. That's it for the most part. I've got about like at least 500 hours in Destiny. That's exactly why you play Destiny. So I just think that also, finally, I think that people just have a lot of problems with change, especially when there's some used to it. And also people are like, just some people are just now getting the Thorn and the Black Hammer and the Hawk Moon. People are just now getting those, and I feel like they kind of feel slighted a little bit, which is completely understandable when you just got the gun and now you're gonna take it away and you're gonna nerf it. You know, nerfing anything has never gone well in video games. People would just usually prefer that if they were gonna make any changes, they would just buff the auto rifles and buff scout rifles and buff pulse rifles, but they don't. Communities don't take very well to nerfing. I just hope Bungie handles it well and continues to balance things out, because we would love to see Destiny make a role at competitive gaming. It definitely has the bones for it, but there's just some steps that Bungie must take in the right direction for it to do that. And if you get into competitive space, it'll help the game last even longer and definitely make that 10-year goal that they have planned. So that's all I wanted to say in conclusion. It's been QBearQBZ. Let me know, how do you feel about the weapons update thing that's going on, and whether or not you feel that they're making the right decision. I will see you next time. Have a great day. See you in the next video. Bye.